with coverage you can count on. This is WNEN TV5 News.
I wouldn't feel comfortable ever telling anybody that they should vote yes on this agreement.
A strike may be on the horizon for registered nurses and others at Henry Ford Genesys Hospital in Grand Blanc. Bargaining between the union and healthcare system has been going on since the spring.
But the latest development may not fly with the union's members. TV5's Zane Omer tells us what's on the table. Zane?
Chet and Meg, the union is currently voting on a last best offer from Henry Ford Health, which took over operations at the Grand Blanc Hospital from Ascension last October. If the offer is voted down, nurses could be headed to the picket line. RNs and caseworkers with Teamsters Local 332 are back at the bargaining table with Henry Ford Health.
We met to bargain what they call a successor agreement, and we've just run into a roadblock where the union and the employer are not aligned.
A vote on a last best offer from the healthcare system is in the hands of about 750 members.
We're currently in the process of voting it. We strongly recommend a no vote from the union side.
Negotiations have been ongoing since April. A spokesperson for Henry Ford Health says they've been negotiating in good faith, meeting dozens of times and utilizing a federal mediator to aid negotiations. A statement says their contract offers competitive wages and prioritizes patient and team member safety while acknowledging long-standing financial challenges at the hospital. But Union President Dan Glass disagrees.
Really removes a lot of the protections that our current contract has. Does not give the union the ability to negotiate some of the impacts of what the hospital wants to do. It de-incentivizes a lot of things that we had that got our RNs to pick up additional shifts and work holidays and stuff like that.
Glass says a big issue in bargaining has been staffing and nurse-to-patient ratios.
Numbers that are given out by nursing specialist specialty organizations, we try to adhere to them. We've had them in the contract for years. Since COVID, obviously, things have been a little bit different with that, but we want an avenue that where our members aren't working 4 and 5 patients more than what these nursing specialty organizations recommend.
And Glass tells me those ratios impact more than just the nurses.
You don't want to have an RN or any person doing any sort of care on you that is at the end of a potentially long shift or hasn't been able to fully concentrate on the needs of that particular patient because they just have they have too many to deal with at that time.
Well, the decision is up to the members. A strike has already been authorized by the union if necessary. So if a deal isn't agreed on,
the next step in this process, which is withholding our members' services to the employer. And it's not anything we want to do, but we really feel at this point we've been left with no option.
A Henry Ford Health spokesperson says in part, a yes vote in favor of the contract is in the best interest of our nurses, our patients, and the long-term financial stability of Genesys Hospital. Voting continues through tomorrow evening. If the offer fails and a strike were to occur, the hospital says it will remain open.